Hello friends. So in last video we have discussed something about intellectual property right, and we have covered what is as the patent right, copyright, industrial design, plant right, and also the trademark. So now let us understand now something called as a trade dress. Say for example, now again if there is a company which is having a particular dress code for the as the respective employees, the same dress code cannot be copied by others. So in terms of the color, in terms of now their logo or anything which has been made by their industry, institution or the organization. So in such case, this is something called as a trade dress. The trade dress represents their customs, their practices, and whatever is best practice in that particular organization. So which means that it is their right. Legally, there is some rights which has been given to them or inferred to them based on which they do that. So in such case, normally it is not possible to directly access or copy the same with the other firm there. So in such case, in case if somebody does that, it is violation of this intellectual property law. So which means that they can directly be prosecuted for the same. This is one thing. Next is trade secrets. Every company has got its own trade secrets or the formulas. For example, in the pharmaceutical industries, we find that their recipe of preparing a particular drug may be different there, also what they use, what they mix, in what proportion, and then obviously it's for what purpose. Everything is known to the company. That is one side. Packing, marking, labeling with the specifications properly. All these things are also the part of the trade there. So certain trade secrets need not be leaked out by anyone. So what company expect is these trade secret has to be told only to the top persons, whoever are there, who are authorized, responsible, and dignified. So in such case, normally the company expect this to be kept as confidential. Since it is a trade secret, it is a confidential information. These confidential information must be kept confidential. It should not be leaked out by any person at any cost. In case if any top management violates this or leaks out the trade secrets or sells the trade secrets to some other company, maybe a rival or maybe any third party or any agent there. So in such case, it is the violation of that particular authorization given to him. In the eyes of law, normally we can find that they are treated as per the criminal procedure code because of violation of intellectual property rights. It is there. So trade secret is also very important as far as any industry is concerned. For example, now again, sir, in the case of banking today, we find that bank's database cannot be sold because it's a particular trade secret of the bank. So suppose if there is a confidential information regarding the customers or regarding the deposit holders or regarding loan accounts, if it's been stolen to some party, so some third party, it can be again misused also. They can also make sure that they remove the funds from the accounts of that particular party. So it can also result in indirect bank robbery or looting the customers, or a financial fraud is also possible because of this. So which means that you are just making a cascading impact there. So in such case, best thing is not to leak out trade secrets. In case if trade secrets are leaked out, it will lead to violation of the norms on one side, and second thing is it is also a criminal offense in the eyes of law. It is one side. Next one is geographical indications. So geographical indications indicate now again so the where that particular product or services belong to. So in such case, now again so the geographical indication now again is very important because it specifies where the particular product or services belongs. For example, you have got Coorg coffee, which means that normally that belongs to Coorg itself, one side. Or sometimes normally Kerala paratha, so or Ceylon paratha. It indicates that now again from where it has come. Geographical indicators are very important to you because it should specify where that is grown, where it is used, and where is the origin of that particular product or the service. Okay, so this is one part which is also a part of IPR. Now, the most important thing is the ideas behind intellectual property. So I think it's understood till here. Anything what you do that should not be copied by anyone, whether it's an idea, trademark, creation, authorship, novelty, licensing, whatever it is now, or brand, whatever is built by you over the years, or any established business by you, because that should not be misused by others. So for which normally we come across something called as intellectual property. For the purpose behind this is, one is protection of your assets. Second thing is no unauthorized access or no unauthorized copying of your assets by some third parties. And third thing is the punishment for those who copy your assets or take your assets without your legal permission. So this is one side. Now let us see the scenario of what is IPR in India now. IPR in India consists of the following things: patents, trademarks, copyrights, and then normally there's a breeder's right, model or the design, and normally against the geographical indication as well as the trade secrets. Okay, the patent indicates a special right given to the author or normally any person who is the owner of the asset to use that particular property or to have an exclusive right on that particular property. Trademark indicates normally a particular mark on your product which identifies that particular property or an asset. Third thing is copyright, a special right which is given to you so that others should not misuse your product. In case if they want to use that, now again they have to take your written permission. If not, they don't even have the right to use your product. For example, any diagrams in the book or any kind of normally see the dialogues written in the movie or any script written by you, whatever it is. So that there you have got a copyright on that. So in such case, unless until they got the permission from you, it is not possible to again have an access for the same also. So this is one side which is about the property. And next one is plant breeder's right. So in such case, suppose if you have got any innovations made by you in say agriculture now. So today we find that normally the respective ladder which is used to climb coconut tree and arecanut tree is becoming popular because of labor problems. It is invented by some engineering students where we can find that without labors we can pick the arecanuts and coconuts. So there the owners of that or the inventors of that particular ladder has got the plant breeder's right on that. So in such case it is they who get the authorization, and normally any person who wants to sell that normally have to give the royalty to them. That is one side. So in such case normally we find that it is called as plant breeder's right. Next one is utility model or design. Suppose if a design is made of for a particular product, you own that particular design because the ideas belong to you. Your idea cannot be copied by anyone. So in such case normally the very important thing is normally you should notice now again, since you are the owner of that particular design, if at all anybody wants to use that, now again they have to pay royalty to you or pay the set charges whatever is told by you and then use the same. This is one side. Next one is geographical indication. Geographical indication signifies which is the origin of that particular product, where that particular product belongs to. So in such case, others cannot directly copy that particular geographical indication. For example, now again Pepsi or Coca-Cola, these beverages basically belongs to the West. West means is normally American countries, so it's not purely Indian. Whereas normally, so when you look at normally the coffee or the tea, it is prepared more in India itself. So that Indian tea means normally it is geographical indication of India. American beverage means it is indication of America. So noodles normally belongs to China. So in such case, normally again these are identified by using geographical indicators. So one should be very much clear that which geography that particular product belongs to. Others should not have an access there. Suppose if they want to have an access, now again they have to take the legal permission for the same. Trade secrets. So any trade has got a particular secrets there which should not be leaked out. So the secrets can be anywhere there. For example, now it can be in customers, it can be in product, or it can be in recipe, or it can be in the form of packages, or it can be in the form of normally the distribution channel. It can also be in the form of normally people also. So whatever trade secrets are there, they should be identified, but it should not go to the third party, or it should not reach the wrong person, or it must not be misused or mishandled by any person. So this is one thing which you have to understand when you look at IPR in India. IPR's position is normally it's very much important because owners find it very difficult now again to maintain their products. They somehow invent the products and somehow leave out the products in the market. But what happens is there are chances that others can see that, misuse that, or because of their misusing, owner may also have to face the punishment for the same, for no wrongdoing of his part, or no violation of law from his part. So in such case, one has to be very much careful as far as the geographical locations or geographical indicators or the respective intellectual property is concerned. So this is something about intellectual property. Next, let us discuss something on WIPO. WIPO. WIPO stands for World Intellectual Property Organization. It is an organization meant for dealing with intellectual property itself, and it is established in normally a convention held on 1967. 1967 means normally it is having a history of more than 50 years now till now. Basically what it is a specialized agency. Who has done that? It is made by United Nations. The specialized agency made by United Nations. So for what purpose now? It is normally to protect the intellectual property and its rights to the owners, and there is no limit. It is throughout on the part of the world. Throughout part of the world that is there. Where its headquarters is located in Geneva. Headquarters of this WIPO is held in Geneva, Switzerland. So basically what it does is it tries to promote this intellectual property in the world. Why? Because the objective is very clear, to protect the owner owner of the asset. That is one side. From what? From unauthorized copying or unauthorized access or misusing of his particular assets. That is one side. And second thing is the major the objective behind this WIPO is knowing the owner's rights, because anytime only the owner has got the right, and many are there who don't know what their rights are. So it's very much important to spread awareness about their rights and to make sure that these rights are properly executed, because any work has a value, and without paying a proper value for their work, we can find that there is an injustice on the part of the respective system. So anybody should not be led with injustice. They should find the right value, and they must be given proper value for whatever their hard efforts is, whatever their work is, and whatever they have made for the benefit of the mankind. Using of the asset is possible, but misuse of the asset should not take place. In case if it's misused, the misused person is to be punished legally according to the law. Thank you very much.